In this video, I will guide you through modify your Hofner contemporary and ignition bass in a way that you can achieve the closest sound possible to the one that Paul McCartney used with the Beatles, as I show you in my previous video. The link is in the description here below. The kind of modification that I'm proposing you is very simple. You can do this on your own if you are keen on soldering. Otherwise, it will be very simple for you to give quick information to your guitar repairman and have the bass modified from him directly. Before I show you, which I will do in a while, what kind of modification I did, and I guide you through doing this on your own, there's a little background story that I have to tell you. First of all, there is one thing that you have to know about how Paul uses the bass. And this very important thing is that throughout the whole Beatles career, and even after, when he decided to start using the original Hofner, his original Hofner again, Paul only used the neck pickup, this pickup that you see here. So he never used both pickups together, he never used the bridge pickup, he only ever used the neck pickup. This is a very important information for you for what follows. Another pivotal factor to achieve the same sound that you are hearing in this video is the type of strings that you're going to use. I use these flat wound strings made by a company in Germany called Pyramid. I tested a lot of flat wound strings for short scale basses, and these are very high quality and very reliable, long lasting strings. You can see them on the two basses that I built myself, a copy of Paul's Rick and Paul's Hofner. You can write to the guys at Pyramid, tell them that I sent you, and ask them about the distribution in your zone, so where you can find the strings in your area. These are very important to achieve this Beatle tone we are looking for. As soon as you will apply this modification, you will immediately recognize the original Beatles recording tone. It sounds really like a wooden, very wooden sound, just like its presence in the highs is very focused also in the lows, and it has this mid-range which is impossible to hide. There's like, for example, Help. So the quick story about this is that I bought this Hofner contemporary bass. I quite bought this one just to put it on my sofa and gaze at it in the evening. I have two sofas, so I stand on one sofa, he stays on another sofa, and we watch ourselves. Mainly I watch him because it's a very nice object. I don't know if you agree, but I think there must be one in every house, But for the reason that I didn't have a band to play it, and I didn't need to make any cover at the time, I left the bass there on the sofa for about 1 year. So one day I decided to switch the bass on, and I suddenly realized I could improve the tone dramatically. So some of you knows that I'm a luthier. I've built around 400 instruments in my life, among electric basses and electric guitars. And I recollect that there was a guitar that I made for Peter Gabriel's guitarist, David Rhodes, where he asked me to connect the pickup directly to the output jack. He didn't want any kind of control on the guitar. This was a trick that we luthiers use sometimes when we want the full range of a pickup sound to pass unaltered out to the output jack and to your amplifiers. So you get this tone which is more open and more focused on every single harmonic and every single frequency of the spectrum of this specific pickup sound. I thought I would try that, and it worked amazingly. So I will now show you how to do this at home in total relax on your own, or if you prefer, I will give you instruction to have this done by a guitar repairman. Let's go. First you remove the two small screws that holds the control plate to the base. Now gently remove the control plate and reverse it like this. You can also place a cloth to the bottom here, so you don't scratch the finish of the instrument. Make a photo of a circuit, so you can always revert the circuit to its original condition. Here you see a series of components that include the two switches that select the pickups, treble and bass. You have the solo switch here, you have the neck potentiometer, volume potentiometer here, and the bridge volume potentiometer here. As I said before, our goal is to directly connect the neck pickup to the output jack. We will disconnect this gray wire here, which is linked to the output jack, and now is soldered to the bridge pickup case, and the hot is soldered to the rhythm and solo switch. And we will also remove from the circuit this black wire, which is the signal coming from the neck pickup, which is soldered to the neck pickup potentiometer. Okay, if you are experienced in soldering, this is something you can easily do on your own at home. Otherwise, you can take the guitar to a guitar repairman. You just tell him you want to connect the neck pickup directly to the output jack, and we absolutely know how to do that. The next thing we have to do is to remove the output jack from the side of the instrument. So you need a wrench. Okay, you firmly hold the jack from inside the routing of a circuit cavity, and then with a wrench you unscrew the nut here like this. You remove the nut, and you also remove the washer here, this one. Now you can hold the output jack in your hand. Okay, again, put everything over a cloth like this. We will first remove the ground connection here from the case of the neck pickup. Now we will do the same thing here on the middle lug connection and remove the hot wire. Now we have to connect this to the output jack. Before we do this, we have to also unsolder the output jack wires. I do this with a plier, which I put an elastic here to firmly hold the jack while I am unsoldering it. You first remove the ground connection, which is the one attached here to this part of the output jack, this way, and then you remove the hot connection from here. Remember, this is the hot, this is the ground. You recognize the ground because it's connected to the part here of the potentiometer, this chrome part here of the potentiometer. You see here how the neck pickup wire connection appears when it is disconnected from the potentiometer. You have a copper naked wire here, and then here you have a white plastic covered of our connection, which is the hot. Okay, now we will solder the hot to the hot connection of the jack and the ground to the ground connection of the jack. Here they are. So you remember, this one is a lug of the ground of the output jack, and this one is a hot. So we have to move it this way and solder them this way. This one is going to the ground. Like this. And this our one, I will put some new solder here for the connection. And this one is hot, going to the hot lug of the jack, like this. Now we remove the output jack from the plier. We put it inside the cavity, the circuit cavity, and we have to take it out from the hole here. So I do this by placing a screwdriver inside, placing it into the output jack. You see the screwdriver entering, and then I simply guide it through the hole like this. Then again you put the washer in and the nut like this. Once it's firmly hold in place, you tighten this one with the wrench again. All you have to do now is removing the cloth, put everything inside the cavity like this, and you will be able to enjoy the best ever maca sound of your life. So thanks a lot for staying with me for this video. It was a real pleasure for me to make you able to bring the enjoyment that you have in playing your covers, in playing with your Beatles tribute to a different level, to a superior level, because there's anything like being able to hear the sound of our bass in our Beatles cover gluing the whole arrangement, the whole Beatles arrangement we are trying to recreate. So see you in the next video. Please remember to subscribe to the channel and share this content, and also to leave me your comment, because I love to hear from you what you think about it. Okay? Ciao, see you next time.